Well, welcome back to day 5 of Easter Matters, and this is Thursday. Um, Today's event is going to actually lead us away from the upper room, but not too far from the upper room, because just outside the city of Jerusalem there was a garden called Gethsemane. And that's where Jesus would go after this Last Supper with his apostles for a time of prayer. Took his apostles with him, took some further in with him. But this was a prayer time that was agonizing for Jesus. It seems that he in this moment is interceding not for us but for himself. He's spending time in prayer, reflecting on what he was going to have to do in the hours ahead, and sort of examining his own heart in preparation for the mission that was at hand. As Jesus' prayer ended, he was approached by his captors, and he was arrested and led away to be investigated by the temple leaders. Interestingly enough, at the same time Jesus was being led away to be investigated by the temple leaders, this was also the time the high priests were to evaluate the Passover lambs. They were to be without blemish, and the Passover lamb was a symbol of a temporary atonement that God provided for his people. But what the high priest couldn't see in the moment was that standing right in front of him was the last and the great high priest, Jesus. Jesus was presenting himself as the Passover lamb. And so as such, what Jesus is doing, he's presenting himself as not only the object of the priesthood, but also the subject of the priesthood. Today, I'm hoping that the deeper study will give us a better insight as to the high priest's role in Jewish culture, and also the ways in which Jesus clearly presented himself as the Passover lamb. Today's activity will challenge all of us to examine ourselves, maybe much the way Jesus did in the Garden of Gethsemane, to examine our own level of commitment to God and to his kingdom. Come back tonight, also at 6 o'clock. We're grateful to welcome Dr. Randy Burns, the pastor at Monticello, to help us navigate what can be a complicated text, but I know he'll also challenge us with a call to action and to just examine ourselves. So come back tonight, 6 o'clock. Be with us. We look forward to seeing you. Thanks.